The things we are avoiding most in life are the things we need to face on head on, man. What's going on, man? In today's episode, what we're going to be talking about is you need to stop running away from your problems, all right? If this is your first time checking out who I am, before you click off this video, give me till the end of this video before you click off because I might provide some value that may help you out. And I'm just speaking from personal experience and just sharing with you guys what worked for me. At the end of the day, man, it's only going to be a 5 to 10 minute video, and you're already on YouTube anyways. What's another 5 to 10 minutes really going to do, man? Right? But to get right into it, man, when I look back at how I was previously in the years I've wasted in my life, it all came down to one simple thing, and it was just I was running away from my problems, man. I was running away from my problems instead of acknowledging them and facing them head on. And to give you guys some examples, to start off, man, one thing I always wanted to do ever since I was a kid, man, because I was overweight, I always wanted to get into amazing shape, right? And I'm not sure exactly why I did this. Maybe it was due to how I grew up as a child, or maybe some life events, or whatever the case may be, man. But a lot of the times, my enjoyment came from just eating food. I really enjoyed eating food a whole bunch, man. Whenever I was, especially during the times where I'd say I probably wasted the most time and energy during, I would say, let's say, from 18 to like 22, basically all my college or university years. And it was due to the fact, man, I was just running away from all my problems, man. Whenever I had an issue, even if it was as small as maybe I was stressed out, maybe I had a lot of work to do, maybe I wasn't feeling the best, I would choose food to cope. I would use drugs to cope. Whenever I was feeling down, whenever I felt bad about my situation, to just forget about how negative and shitty my life is, I would switch over and smoke a whole bunch, man. And also when it came to, even as sad as it may fucking sound, man, and maybe and a lot of younger dudes can relate to this, man. I wasn't really getting female attention I wanted, and I would choose to watch pornography instead, which is disgusting now at this point, man, because I kicked that shit out of my life. But the reason why I was doing all these horrible, disingenuous activities of just eating excessively, doing drugs, watching pornography, wasting fucking time on bullshit like social media. And on top of that, too, during that time, I'd be watching videos that had to deal with self development. I thought I was being productive, but in reality, man, it was my lack of action, man. And I was just using all four of these things right here to run away from my problems instead of facing it head on. All right. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of background information or background history to explain to you guys what I mean by stop running away from your problems. My problems were I was not in the best shape. I was I was doing drugs. I was participating and watching stuff on the internet that serves you no purpose as a man and drains you, whether it's social media or pornography, man. And these were problems in my life. They genuinely were. And the only way you can really get out of these kind of situations and problems is you got to face it head on. That's what I did, man. I'm not saying I completely changed everything within over a night, but slowly what ended up happening was I started going to the gym more often. That was one thing that helped me out along this journey. I started going to the gym more often. Because I started going to the gym more often, started eating better. And then I started getting results, and it was like a positive feedback loop. Started eating right, working out, still had other issues, man. I just tackled it one by one. I realized I had a really bad drug problem. Not as severe, like I wasn't fucking taking meth, but I was definitely getting very, very atrociously, atrociously high every single day. And I had to face that problem. So that meant I had to face that situation and go through the withdrawal process. After that, I started monitoring or working on how much time I was spending on the internet doing a whole bunch of bullshit when I could be working towards other things, such as my business, for example, right? Through the process of removal, man, what ended up happening was I have turned into a completely different human being. Honestly, if you don't believe it, go check out. If this is your first time watching me, go check out some of my first videos I made. I made videos 3 or 4 years ago. Even like the little shit, like the consistency back 3 or 4 years ago, I would, on a good week, man, I would post 3 or 4 videos, and then I took an entire 2 year, 3 year break, and I wasn't posting anything on YouTube. And now I'm posting every fucking day. I'm sharing with you guys my knowledge. I'm sharing with you guys my story. And what you can gain from today's video, man, is that the only way I really changed who I was as a person was I had to face my problems head on, man. I had those problems in my life. What I had to do was just acknowledge it and realize, yo, this shit needs to be resolved. And while I didn't resolve everything over one night, I did was acknowledge the problem, and instead of running away from it, like how I always did, anytime I had a problem in my life, I would go to those four things right there. Instead of running away from my problems, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna choose to suffer, man. Because as a man, when you choose to suffer, it almost sounds kind of fucked up. And this is what I'm trying to realize, but the more you choose to suffer, the more your character develops. It sounds fucking horrible, but when I really think about it, man, I'm at that point now where when I'm faced with difficult tasks, like even recording today's video, man, I have no energy. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am very, very fucking tired. But when it comes to doing hard tasks, I kind of enjoy it now because what I realize now is that when I'm doing all these things that make me uncomfortable, things I don't really want to do, it just develops me as a person, man. It makes me stronger mentally. And the more mentally stronger you get, man, it's insane how much your life can change and the trajectory it can go when you have your mind right. That's why I always speak about mindset a whole bunch on this channel, man, because if your mind isn't right, the body will not follow. This is a fitness channel, and whenever I work with anybody, man, I tell them, yo, I hear you want to get this fitness goal, but if you are not right psychologically and mentally, you will never hit your fitness goal, man, because you're gonna either self-sabotage, you're going to miss workouts for other mental reasons, and top of that too, even if you do hit your goal, if you don't have the mental discipline to continue on forward with what you're doing, a lot of people end up regressing backwards, man. Right? But anyways, man, I digress. From today's video, what you can gain is that you need to stop running away from your problems. Face the shit head on and realize that when you're going through the hard shit, you're just developing more as a person. And the more you develop as a person, the better your life trajectory will become. So when you are experiencing hard shit in your life, man, just look at it instead of saying, "Man, fuck, I gotta do this shit." Just be like, "Man, this shit right here, although it's fucking hard and tough, I actually kind of fucking like it, man, because that means I'm gonna grow as a human." And if you're not growing, you're fucking dying. And you're dying when you choose all the pleasure instead and all the different vices to cope with how shitty your life is instead of facing the shit head on and handling it like a G. With that being said, man, I hope you guys got some value from today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be posting every single day. If you guys want me to talk about anything specific, let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.